कि भाई कंपनी ने डिविडेंड अनाउंस किया है तो कंपनी का शेयर ऊपर जाएगा. This is a generalization of kind of research. What you are doing, you are having some established fact.
बजे तक रुकना नहीं है.
And you are trying to prove these established facts. Fine.
मुझसे कहा है आपको रुकने के लिए.
Second kind of research
रुकने के लिए.
that comes on validation.
चलने का है मैं नहीं.
Now validation you generally do with the help of statistics. All of you just studying business statistics. Yes. So there are T test, Z test, chi-square test, and all these things are there. ANOVA, good, very good. So basically, you are having some generalization. Now generalization is hypothesis. You are having null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis, and basically you will accept and reject the null hypothesis. Now that you will do with the help of T and Z and chi-square test. Fine. So basically, whatever the pre-assumptions, that is called hypothesis. That suppose right now my hypothesis is we can capture the moment of beta. Means we can predict the beta. So first I am having number of theories that has been written by Lichter, Pharma and all these developments by the financial economists were there. So I will develop the hypothesis that the value of beta can be captured. Fine. Now with the help of a statistical tool, I will just take the secondary data and try to prove it statistically by T test, Z test, what kind of problem it is. It comes under exploratory, causal research. These are varieties are there. I hope that all of you have gone through research methodology. Okay? But when there is a talk about the accuracy, because the stock market, what is happening? All of you are aware that BHEL is a good stock. If you will invest for a year, it will give you 10 to 20% minimum. So right now, the matter is not for earning 20%. Research is going for more. ये आपने सुना होगा ना, दिल मांगे more. Right? So these days, the point is not for a typical kind of research that everybody is aware about BHEL, Reliance, DLF shares will go up. You know, I know. The point is how much. Because I am having 10 lakhs rupees. I don't have much amount. If I will then invest in DLF, it may go up to 20%, but BHEL may go up to 50%. So how I should select the portfolio? Where I can minimize my risk and I can maximize my return. So now these days, research is not on that it will go up or down. Everybody knows. Everybody knows in this world, because what kind of young generation is coming up, everybody knows that this share will go up and this share will come down. The research is on how much it will go up, how much it will come down. And that's the part of technical analysis. So basically in the stock market research we are having fundamental analysis, technical analysis and market analysis. Fundamental analysis will tell you about the soundness of a company, that is by the financial statement analysis. Technical analysis is the output by the market forces that these supports are in the shares or these levels are in the share. Means the share can go up to this level and can come down up to this level. Now market analysis is something how your share will behave according to NSE and BSE. So now the point is for accuracy. So when we start to talk about accuracy, the word is financial econometrics. Now you are having three kinds of data: cross-sectional, time series and panel data. There are different author books. Believe me, even the person from IIT Kanpur who is mathematics oriented person, they try to avoid these calculations. What kind of econometrics we are having? Because econometrics is nothing, it's a combination of my presentation. Economics, matrix means validation, X means your mathematics, accuracy. So econometrics is the combination of these three. So it is having the toughness of mathematics. But this is the reality you need to accept. If you would like to make your career in the financial risk management or financial engineering or stock market forecasting, you should accept this toughness. Fine? So the point is, we are having different books, and cross-sectional Gujarati is there, time series Krish book is there, panel data Baltagi is there. Now model, what is happening? मेरे को CAPM में बीटा को कैप्चर करना है. Now beta is related to yeah, I'll just make it finish.
10 minutes.
So beta is not a problem. So beta is basically the systematic market risk. We have another class. Okay, I'll just make finishing in 5 minutes. So basically this is the disturbance term. What is the error term? Is by the xylem in the last one, epsilon. This is the error term. Now this error term is represent your market risk, which is known as the disturbance term. So by the regression equation you try to capture it. Now how you try to capture it? There are different models. We are having time series analysis is the research orientation for that. But as a basic aspect, you just try to understand how we go for the stock market forecasting. See, stock market depends on the macroeconomic variables. Now these variables may be, you can check in this matrix. The first column is for stock market, SMT is for today's date, T minus 1 is for the previous day, T minus 2 is for the previous to previous day price. Fine. Now interest rate, the same data is available. Money supply, same data is available. Exchange rate, data is available. OPs, oil prices, that is available. Now you would like to forecast what? You would like to forecast the stock market price. Now what Christopher has got the Nobel Prize in 2011, this is the demonstration for that one. Now what is your basic regression model? The simple relation between dependent and independent variables. Fine. So stock market is related to the interest rate. Now what is multiple regression? Stock market is depend on the 3 variables, independent variables. Autocorrelation, stock market prices are also related to its previous prices, because this is the behavioral finance. Your stock market is nothing, it is not a matter that is not having any relation with the previous prices. Fine. So this is known as autocorrelation. Then you are having autoregression, means you are having regression among the previous values. So again, because your macro environment is highly dynamic, everything is interlinked. Interest rate, your exchange rate, your monetary policy, your stock market, everything is related. So the point is how you will develop the value for the stock market. So this is known as autoregression. So the point is these variables are related one-to-one, related one-to-many. One-to-one is regression, one-to-many multiple regression. Also related to its previous value, that is autoregression, autocorrelation. So how we will develop the matrix calculations by which their dynamism can be get adjusted. So for that purpose we are having vector autoregression model that is developed by this Christopher in 2011. Means आपकी जो values हैं one to one भी related है. स्टॉक मार्केट का जो टी प्राइस आज है वो इंटरेस्ट रेट के 2 दिन पहले की प्राइस से भी रिलेटेड है, एक्सचेंज रेट की 4 दिन पहले की प्राइस से भी रिलेटेड है, सो ऑन. So the whole system is mixing and you need to drive the value for that. So now just for the end, you can just see even one of the development is there are international factors. Like international factor is oil price. Oil price will go up or down, the whole world economic system will get disturbed. So that is known as exogenous variable. So you are having var x. And when we used to develop the model, that is known as vector error correction model, VECA. So now you can just see the equation. So what I am just trying to convey right now in last 2 minutes, your subject may be easy, your subject may be tough. Depends on your self-assessment. My advice in totality to all of you, I am not demotivating, I am not saying anything, but I am just putting the clear picture. If you will find yourself comfortable in the mathematics, then the matter is you should go for the financial econometrics. Otherwise, things will be very tough for you. So what kind of sequence I just portrayed in front of you, that the forecasting techniques are must, but forecasting techniques require a lot of forecasting mathematics input. So you must be prepared for facing all these challenges. Fine? Now any query, this is all from my side, any query, any confusion? Anyone of you is there?
शेयर मार्केट में सर जब भी हम फ्यूचर वैल्यू देखते हैं मान लीजिए नीचे का फ्यूचर वैल्यू है तो वो हमेशा प्रीमियम में रहता है और जब उस मंथ के लास्ट सर्वे जब वो पहुंचते हैं तो हमेशा डिस्काउंट में रहता है.
That is known as the convergence actually. This is known as the convergence mechanism. Actually, we just fix the. This is not at the end. Actually, in the share market, we just fix the Thursday, last Thursday as the settlement day. Settlement day for the future trading. So whatever price we are having, these are on the basis of projections. So traders generally are bullish on some of the shares. So what they will do, they will just buy the options for that one.
तो इसको हम जब वो डिस्काउंट में प्रीमियम में रहते हैं तो इसको बाय करने में सर उतना तो प्रीमियम भरना पड़ता है. यदि बाय करते हैं नेक्स्ट मंथ के फ्यूचर को तो प्रीमियम यदि स्टार्ट चल रहा है तो 60 चल रहा है तो उसको उतना प्रीमियम भरना पड़ता है इन्वेस्टर को. तो फिर उसमें तो लॉस होता है.
The mechanism is market to market margin money will create. Do you trade in the market? So market to market money they will settle down your bank account on the last Thursday. So whatever the difference is there, they will just credit it in your account if you are in the profit. Otherwise, it will be get debited. So you need to pay the premium amount for that one just to secure. Actually, what kind of slowdown you are looking forward in the market? This is for the settlement. If suppose suddenly stock market is going down, you have seen in the newspaper there is a 10% circuit break also. Sometimes this is because of that banks are managing their margins money. होता क्या है कि आपने 21% पैसा लेके 100% का शेयर ले लिया. ठीक है. So now what is happening? 21% का लेके आपने 100% ले लिया. अब अगर बैंक को लगता है आपका शेयर बहुत नीचे जा रहा है, तो जिस बैंक ने आपको मार्जिन मनी दी है, they will try to sell it on the what is the technical word is stop loss order. तो आपकी प्राइस 21% जैसी कम होगी, वो आपके शेयर्स में बेच देंगे. So that settlement will just create a problem for the stock market. That's why sharply sometimes it comes down. So they just take the margin money from you, not the total money. But you need to pay because this is the in the bullish phase. Whatever your personal queries are there, I'm here, or you can just interact with me in my